Do you ever think about what others see? Do you know what every single person in this world is going through? Some may think it's normal. Some may think it's a disability. Some don't care. So what do you know? I am in Nyack in Rockland County, New York, talking to some local residents, sources, and people who either have or know about dyslexia. So you ask, what is dyslexia? Well, dyslexia is a learning disability that causes problems with phonological awareness, spelling, and word recognition. Dyslexia symptoms can vary from student to student. Some might see words as warped or jumbled up, while others might not be able to tell the difference between letters at all. Despite popular belief, however, dyslexia is actually a learning-based learning disability. This means that dyslexia is not a problem with the students' eyes, it's their brains that have trouble.
Hi, my name is Cole. I'm in 5th grade and I'm 11 years old.
Cole was diagnosed with dyslexia in 1st grade. His parents suspected something wrong since he was 18 months old. Cole had some speech delays in his early years. In preschool, when kids were learning letters and songs and the alphabet, none of that stuck in his brain. By the end of kindergarten into 1st grade, he still couldn't identify any letters or read at all. He was getting super frustrated every day, crying before school. He couldn't understand the information auditory processing, where it was hard for him to process through his ears, even though the problem was in his brain. Question 1. How do you feel about having dyslexia?
Weird.
Why do you feel weird about it?
I don't know.
So you say it's weird.
Why is it
weird? Why does it feel weird? So why does it feel weird?
Because everyone else could read better.
Describe to me what it was like when you found out that you had dyslexia. What was your first reaction to it?
I had no clue what it was.
Were you scared? Were you excited? Were you nervous, confused?
A little nervous.
A little nervous? Why were you nervous?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
How did that make you feel that you didn't know?
Nervous.
Oh yeah, I kind of. What are your strengths and weaknesses when it comes to learning?
My strength is math,
Notice how we said math because math has a little reading involved.
and my weaknesses is social studies.
Nice. Do you enjoy math?
Yeah.
What's your favorite math part?
Addition.
Addition. And why don't you like social studies?
Because it's hard.
Is it hard because of you writing or learning it? What helps you cope with learning and studying?
They give us sheets to work on.
Is that different?
What kind of sheets?
Like ones that we go over.
Is that different than in your old school?
Yes.
Are the teachers helpful?
Yes.
How are they helpful?
They help us spelling and stuff.
What kind of support has been offered to you since starting your new school?
My old school didn't help me with reading and didn't put the words on the board for help us. In my new school, they help us read and put the words on the board, so it stays in my head.
How do you feel when it comes to deadlines, tests, quizzes, exams, assignments?
It's easier because we study at home.
What resources do the teachers help you? What do they give you to help you with to
A
study?
sheet to study that has all the answers on it.
Who helps you study?
Mommy and Dad.
Do they do it good?
Yeah.
They
But
help you?
Mommy does it better.
Have your teachers been helpful since day one, since you first got to Windward?
Yeah, they told us their names and they showed us what to do in class.
Nice. How about your family? Are they very helpful with you going to Windward?
Yeah.
What measures have they taken to help you? So, like, what?
How does mommy and daddy help you?
They read me. They help me read in my book.
Oh. How is your morning routine?
Waking up
What time do you wake up?
6 in the morning.
Cole has to wake up at 6 because he has to be ready to get on the bus and go to his school in Westchester over the bridge. All right.
Coming down stairs. Well, first I gotta get dressed upstairs. Come downstairs.
What do you wear? What do you get dressed
A
in?
button-down shirt, pants, and at school I have to wear a tie.
Windward has a dress code policy so that there is no distractions by different outfits.
Which is boring. And, well, I get downstairs. I always sit down on the couch, put on TV. Sometimes I play on my phone. Then Mom asks me what to eat. I usually say French toast. I wish I got that.
Yeah, it's French toast pretty good.
Yeah. Then once I eat it, I come back, play on my phone for a little bit more. Then I go brush my teeth. I come back, play on my phone. Then I just wait until my bus comes. It's mostly at 7.
Who's noticed in this next clip has Cole has been using a stress ball this whole time because it helps him with his anxiety of trying to process and think through all of the questions. Who's on your bus?
Liam, my friend Chris, Oliver, and Liam.
Nice. Do you enjoy
having company on the bus? Yeah.
Fun fact about Cole, his bus ride takes sometimes up to 2 hours in the morning, right? Because of traffic, because he has to go over the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Can you explain to me on those trafficy days how you feel?
Bored.
Bored.
But usually not that bored. I always play on my phone.
Yeah, I know. So what is different about Cole's school, Windward, than a normal public school? Windward schools are co-ed, independent day school, exclusively for students with dyslexia and language-based learning disabilities. The Windward School enrolls students in grades 1 through 9. 98% of Windward students move on to mainstream schools after completing the Windward School's academic program. The Windward School's academic program focuses on the 3 basic challenges faced by students with language-based learning disabilities: acquiring the academic strategies and skills necessary to reach their academic potential, developing self-confidence in their ability to achieve success, and understanding their learning differences so they can become efficient self-advocates. Schools like Windward use an approach called Orton-Gillingham. Orton-Gillingham is a teaching approach specifically designed to help struggling readers by explicitly teaching the connections between letters and sounds. It is a structured literacy approach that breaks reading and spelling down into smaller skills and then building on these skills over time. It is also a multisensory approach to teach reading, which means that instructors use sight, hearing, touch, and movement to help students connect language with letters and words. Public schools don't use it because it takes time and is costly. Teachers are not trained in it, even though it's a proven research-based approach. Schools like Windward use Orton-Gillingham as a framework for every aspect of the classroom, in every subject. Dyslexia is the most common learning disability and affects 15 through 20% of the U.S. population. 1 in 5 children in the U.S. have learning and attention issues. Only a small subset received specialized instruction in accommodations. 1 in 16 public school students have individualized education programs, IEPs. Only 68% of students with learning disabilities leave high school with a regular diploma, while 19% drop out, and 12% receive only a certificate of completion. 1/3 of students with learning disabilities have been held back in a grade at least once. Dropouts are 5 times more likely to have repeated a grade than a high school graduate. Students who repeat 2 grades have almost 100% chance of dropping out of school. Students with learning disabilities, like dyslexia, have a 3 times higher risk of attempting suicide. 89% of suicide notes have dyslexic type spellings in them. 80% of prison inmates are functionally illiterate. 48% have dyslexia. Students with learning disabilities earn lower grades and experience higher rates of course failure in high school than students without learning disabilities. Dyslexia never goes away, but people with dyslexia can learn to read if and only if they are taught with structured literacy, which helps to rewire their brain.